Hello everyone, welcome back to ESA Marathon in a Dreamhack. I'm Samura1man. I'll be showing the remake version of the Link's Awakening that was released just 2 months ago, and I'll just say that it's very impressive speedrun. For just the 2 months there's been so much stuff found. Let me just quickly give a file name. And the timing starts when I press OK, which is... Timing starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so Link's Awakening, it looks really charming game. I actually really like the art style when it was released. And like I said, that the game, so many things have been found in 2 months, and I will be explaining everything as well as I can when I come into that part. I don't want to spoil too much because some of them are very impressive and like very mind-blowing, because let's just say that just 2 days ago there was a skip found and I had to learn it during here in a Dreamhack. Well, the thing is, it is marathon friendly. However, I only have 1 try for it, and I will explain it when that comes out. So the basic story for Link's Awakening: you found yourself in an island, and then you have to find out why you are here. But first we need a sword, and then we have to collect some items to get to the dungeons. Right off the bat, the movement doesn't look that interesting because it's just walking, but later on we will have a Pegasus boots, then we can run around. The game is very... what is it called? There's a word for it, I forgot, but many things in this game are completely just like in the original. Like, it's very I forgot the name for it, I'm sorry, but many things in this game are just like in the original. Couple things changed here and there because of the different engine. Let's just say that currently the estimate looks quite high, 1 hour 45 minutes. But I'll just tell you that the world record currently is 1 hour 13 minutes. That was made just a few days ago, right before Dreamhack. I put the estimate very high because just about a month ago the record was around 1 hour 30 minutes. Then it just came down so much within a month, so the estimate is very high right now. And there's a bit for anyway, so we will be going to the date with an NPC that you chat will decide. The date with the Marine is not part of the run anymore, which is why there actually is a way to go to the date with 3 different NPCs. The start of this run is just, you have to get the powder, to get the tail key, to enter dungeon 1. There's one thing I will try to explain as well as I can. At the start of the run I was setting up an RNG manipulation. Shortly say that if you remember in the original, there's an egg maze. There's different paths to go through the egg maze. Well, in this game, I can't remember the exact amount, but there's over 100 of different egg maze solutions. But luckily enough, Creso they were a little bit lazy with the RNG, so it's possible to manipulate the egg maze path to know it beforehand when you start the run, which is crazy, but it is there, and it's very good because we don't have to get the magnifying lens throughout the whole run to check the book for an egg maze path. The best way I can explain the RNG manipulation is that when I turn on the console from power on, it starts the timer for an RNG, and it changes every second for this game. And when I start it in a specific second, I will get the egg maze path I want to go through, and I usually go for the specific one. And I'm quite comfortable to say that I have the egg maze path I want. But that's something I will try to explain more in a detail later in a run, when we are at the end of the run. He's consistent. Tarin is consistently spinning around there if I use the powder in a specific spot. There's the tail key, then we go to the dungeon 1. Right off the bat, the start of the run is nothing interesting. There hasn't been found any skips or like getting tail key early or getting to dungeon 1 without tail key. So now we have to just run all the way to the dungeon 1. And after dungeon 1, I'll tell you, the run gets interesting. The game has a really nice thing in this game that if you're in a low health, it will give you a really high chance to get a heart drop from a next bush's huge slash.
Hello.
Hello, Linkus.
How is Forest going?
It's good.
Nothing gone wrong yet?
Nothing wrong so far. What do you think about the game, Linkus?
Well, so far it's not that great, but the second you get past the dungeon 1, it's an amazing game, and it's an amazing speedrun as well for sure. But yeah.
At first I was thinking this is not gonna be that special kind of game to speedrun, but I started liking it so much that I haven't been able to stop myself from running this game for 2 months pretty much.
Yeah, and the thing about it too is like, you know, a new game gets released, you kind of expect it not to have like too many glitches, but then it's like we find this one major glitch and I was like, oh wow, we already have a major glitch. And then like a week later we find a new method, and then a new method, and like I feel like every week there is like one new glitch.
This is the game.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, if you like have been following Link's Awakening before, it started off being like sub 2 hours, I think.
Yeah.
And then we were hyping up that we could finally like get a sub 130. And now we have a sub 120. And we're getting really close to sub 110.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The question now, will we sub 1 when?
Just a matter of time. It will recover more skips, so sub 1 hour will be possible. And it will be honestly very crazy if it happens by next year.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in the right side of this wall, so all I have to do is just hold forward, and these spinners won't hit me.
Yeah.
The good thing about this game is the auto-load. If you auto-load the autosave, you will just send back to the dungeon entrance, and it's very, very helpful with the dungeons. Because in the original, you would have to save and quit each time when you get an item like that in a dungeon or overworld. Right now I'm going through getting some keys so I can get the nightmare key and beat the Moldorm.
Also, the reasoning Samu didn't get the key on the left immediately is because the first time you pick up a key, or anytime you pick up a key in a chest, you get a key, like text box. However, if it's an overworld key, you don't get a text box for it unless it's the first key you've ever picked up, because it's going to tell you how a key works.
Yeah.
So that's why Samu does that strange order right there.
It is only the first time you get a key, I think, that it gives you the animation, the text.
Yeah, but obviously a chest always, you know, opens up. So.
Yeah. And Link is like, oh, what is this? The game only has 8 directions you can hold to, you can walk to. You don't have all the 6,500 something.
65,000, yeah.
Yeah, 65,000, sorry.
Although, technically, it is a 3D based more than 8 direction if you're in the mid-air. So if you're mid-air, you can actually get every single angle you possibly could want. Do you know if planks can hear us?
I think so. Or is he here?
Otherwise, I'm gonna go back, because if we're gonna sit here for an hour, I need to change the volume. for our voices. I don't know about you, but it's really loud for me.
For me, it's good.
Okay.
So here's a Moldorm. We call him a hamburger.
Hamburger with too much lettuce.
Or burger. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh god, no.
That's a marathon luck right there. Moldorm only needs 2 hits to die, and I was getting so unlucky there that I got stuck to him.
Yeah, if you quick spin, you do double damage. You do 2 cycle him instead of 3 cycle him. And he moves around for I think it's 7 seconds after you hit him the first time until he shows it again. So you want to try and time his quick spin right when it shows, but sometimes you can get unlucky. That's nice.
If he hit me once there, I would have died. It's a 1 heart damage for a Moldorm. That was an unfortunate mistake at the start of the run, but it's okay. The very severe instrument of the game. Some of you might have noticed why am I playing on a German version, because it's faster. Every time you beat a dungeon and every time you have a text box, there's less text boxes in a German, but the most of the time save comes from beating a dungeon. After picking up Zelda, and we have this white screen right now, there's only 1 text box instead of 2 that is in English, French and other versions I think, but only in German it's 1. So we just have to mash through that and we are already on a road. And now, after Dungeon 1, the run gets interesting. We actually have a first skip of the game coming up.
Wait, but didn't we have a donation bid war? Does that change anything with that?
It doesn't change the route much, but I will just have to go get an NPC.
Okay.
So the Pow Wow is missing, and these kids are freaking out over it. A good change that they made for this version is that only once they will just freak out over that. Oh, I'm taking this Kuko. I'm taking this chicken with me because this chicken is actually the key to get this skip.
Yeah. Do you want to explain it or should I?
You can do that.
Okay. So Sam is gonna bring in this like a cuckoo or rooster, or whatever you want to call it, over here with him.
Chicken.
And yeah, the chicken. Well,
doesn't matter.
Yeah. So the idea with basically doing that is that when you get eaten by a like, which is these slimy enemies coming up right here, they're gonna spit you straight up. This is actually really good RNG if he turns around. Yeah. Nice. So he's gonna spit you straight up, and then you're gonna fall down. But what Sam is gonna do is he's gonna set it up so that the cuckoo or the chicken, that's unfortunate, is gonna be right above him. So what he's gonna try and do is he's gonna try and get eaten, and then when he spits him upwards, it's gonna angle it in midair. So instead of just falling up, you can see he falls up and to the left because the chicken actually pushed him to the left.
So we're technically not out of bounds, and we're standing on a tree, and luckily enough, these are high enough that we can enter the dungeon.
Yeah, exactly.
Without getting a Pow Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, because those flowers he has jumped up on, you saw how he still got hit, and he was like in midair. They go really high up, so you need to have a good amount of distance to actually make it up there. But thanks to that angled like jump, we were able to get up on a tree and then walk. I guess you could say out of bounds, kind of, on top of the objects.
Technically, but it can be... there is a tree, actually, in a game that you can get onto without boots. And it's like... Well, we can technically say it's an out of bounds, but you're on an object too, so... There is still a discussion about what is an out of bounds and what is not.
Yeah.
About it in a Discord for Link's Awakening Remake.
I'm gonna say it's an out of bounds now.
We can tell it.
We're gonna make a statement.
Yes.
You're not gonna get the magic powder?
Yep. I don't need it because you're not gonna use magic powder much throughout the whole run.
Okay.
This will be a good enough of magic powder.
He's pulling off the fast rats. I would always grab that myself. Oh yeah, we don't need to use the 4 in the Moblin Cave. You're right. Sorry.
Yep.
Forgot Bow Wow skipped.
Well, we have to get a Bow Wow for Marine Date though.
Oh yeah. Oh, oof.
Oof. Hey, it's not oof. The date is fun with Bow Wow.
But wait, if you get Bow Wow later, you will soft lock from the owl text, won't you?
You can use Mambo.
Oh, okay.
So here's a mini boss of the dungeon, and It's rather easy with a rock sweater.
Yeah, normally you would like slash it once and you'll like get like recoil every time you hit him with a sword. Beautiful. That was really good.
Yep.
But if you jump, then like you don't move backwards when you hit him, so you can hit him like 3 times in the speed 1 hit would be. So you can actually hit him so many times that you can just kill him immediately. And that's kind of what like the nice. That's kind of what like optimal like Link's Awakening speedrunning really comes down to, is like optimizing every single small thing like that. Like every direction Samu takes and like every way he fights an enemy and groups them together. It's all like a lot of practice to get every single thing down.
Well, I forgot to mention I'm pretty much one of the best runners of the game too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why he's running it and not me.
Of course.
Yeah, Samu and TGH, popular Celeste speedrunner, they kind of been going back and forth with this record a lot.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there's the plebs with like the 120, 130 times down, you know, and the top bottom of the leaderboards.
Me and TGH are pretty much ahead of everyone right now. I was pretty much ahead of everyone until TGH was picking up the game.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in a different level. Like, the first and second place are way ahead of everyone else.
We're talking about minutes.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Well, for my case.
Well, as of now, until people are starting to catch up, the game is very young too. There's more skips to be found.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And just 2 days ago, there was a new skip found.
Yeah. We're gonna actually show off a brand new glitch at least once or twice in this run. Or Samus, I should say.
I think I will go for it twice.
Yeah.
We have a good estimate too, so I can
Yeah.
a little bit slow down, I guess, in some cases.
It would be nice if you can get like a 120 or something, because it would mean I can make an earlier train today.
Yeah.
So let's go fast.
Now we have to just wait for this elevator to go down. This spot we have to pick up, so this elevator will go down because you will have too much weight.
Yeah. This is actually something that like I was really surprised about. Oh, they're actually helping me out with the audio now. That's a little bit too low though.
There's a small skip there with a rock sweater.
What? Can you do a little bit louder on the voice? But like not too much. Okay, that's very loud again. Okay. Anyways, oh, that's really good. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, shoutouts to the staff. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the audio was a little bit messed up in my headset. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that.
This is a great boss fight. Pretty much no tech found for this boss fight, and all we have to do is just wait. However, when we break the pot, we will be damaged. We will be able to do a 2-cycle fight where we damage him enough that he can't go to the 3rd time, because he disappears and spawns two of genies, and one of them is a fake and one of them is a real one. You can actually tell the difference by looking at the genie when he goes to the upper wall. The one that's closer to the upper wall will be the real one. It is quite noticeable. Look at the top wall. This genie is real.
Wait, how did you say you could tell?
The top wall, which genie is closer to the top wall will be the real one.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know it either until I noticed that myself.
Huh, dude, I'm learning stuff. This is good. This is good.
Everyone is learning. This heart container, you can pick it up, but I'm not gonna pick it up because it's not necessary, and we want to go fast.
Yeah.
Or I want to go fast.
Yeah, still like to pick up all the hearts.
Yeah. Throughout the whole run, I want to have at least 5 hearts because of some stuff at the late game.
Yeah. Are we gonna be counting kills as well this run?
Well, there's only 2 kills. Or 1. Well, kills, yeah. If you call them kills.
Yeah, for the power drop.
Oh yeah, I'm counting those kills too. Yeah. I'm in a right spot right now with the right amount with the kills. So so the game has this thing that if you kill an enemy, you will be having an even amount of kills or uneven amount of odd amount of kills. And what makes that important for a speedrun is Crazy Tracy potion. The price changes upon on how many is your kill count at even or uneven or odd number. I think the kill count for me was odd, so that's why I have 28 rupee potion. If it was even number of kills, then I would have got 42 potion, and that would have been bad because I may not have enough rupees, but there's backups I can pick it up.
Yeah. And coming up right now, we're going to do a really cool method. And one of my favorite parts of this run, this is stealing. We're going to turn into thief.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
but first we want to be nice and buy some bombs.
Aww.
Aww.
Alright.
So the setup for this stealing a shovel is very easy with that method. There used to be an old method where you go behind the shopkeeper to the right side of the wall. Then you hold down left and down left and down to get to the loading zone. But that was so much difficult. So I'm glad this method was found.
Yeah.
So we have to steal one more time, and also we are always called thief, by the way. So that was very easy.
Yeah. You need to be like an X amount of degrees away from him, so if he's looking up left, as long as you go down and then just slightly to the right, you will always be at a good positioning. Also right here, after getting the lotion that Zamu got earlier, the reason we got that is because we're actually going to be taking this fox with us to do a skip. So anytime you hit the fox, he's going to get mad and he's going to do a jump for you. Now, the fox can actually be very useful for a specific skip, and is actually going to be used twice in this run. So he's purposely going to be taking damage right here, and he's going to get the fox over to this location right here. I'm going to let Samu focus on it while he's actually doing the trick, and I'll finish Oh, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But
I have to wait for her.
So he's going to be taking damage, so he has two hearts or less. He's going to place a bomb.
That was too early.
That was unfortunate.
I usually
save?
There's an auto load.
Oh, okay, good. But yeah, so basically what Sam is trying to do right here then is he's trying to hit the fox over there, and then right as Samu basically hits the fox, he's going to place a bomb. The bomb is going to flash, and at a specific flash, he needs to hit the fox and jump. And what's going to happen is he's going to jump up in midair. The fox is then going to hit him from underneath him, pushing him even higher up, taking damage. Then the bomb is going to explode, killing him. But because he's at such a high height, when he actually lands, he's going to land on an upper edge instead of on the normal floor. And he's then going to use that to his advantage by basically just getting healed by the lotion, and then he can get the key early for the dungeon. I'm
gonna be saving here because I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
Then if I happen to fail that.
Yeah.
Usually this is not too hard, especially for me, but it's timing based, and one different miss time with a jump or a slash to the box will just change. Will that just make it that I can't get it?
Yeah.
And I think for that jump particularly, I just did there. I was jumping too early.
Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't counting the bomb. Maybe I should. All right. Good luck.
I'm surprised. That has to be late.
Yeah. No. I think that was the positioning of the box.
No. No.
That was good.
Yeah,
yeah, you got it.
Yeah. So you land on this rock, and you're able to get the slime key early.
Yeah.
Skipping a large part of the game, training sequence is not done in a whole speedrun at all. This is called Villa Skip.
Yeah, so normally if you haven't played this game before, or you haven't played enough to know the order and the order of the game by heart, which probably most people don't because they don't spend so many hours on a video game like we do. Basically what you would have to do at this point is to get into the villa, you would actually have to progress through the trading sequence of the game. So there's a bunch of items throughout the game that you're going to be trading. I'm sure if you play the game you'll remember at least that you go around a bunch of embassies and trade. And you need to actually follow a good amount, about half of the trading sequence, to actually get access to the villa itself. So this is actually a huge skip. We don't do any of the trading stuff in the game at all because of the skips we have. Because doing the trading stuff is only necessary for two things. It's only necessary for entering the villa here, and for the last egg to get the Lens of Truth. But I assume you did the RNG manipulation when I was gone?
Yes,
since I was gone for the first 5 minutes. So both of those things are going to be able to be skipped thanks to doing that. That's unfortunate. He would have hoped that the bomb was going to go into him, because if he touches another enemy, he's going to explode and both die immediately.
Yeah. Now there's like nothing interesting going on in this dungeon, so do we have donations?
We do. We have a $10 donation from Nexum. We've got a $40 donation from Anonymous. And finally, a $20 donation from Charlie C saying, I can't handle how cute this game is.
Yeah.
And they're, yeah.
Good chat.
Yep. And you said Dungeon 4 is when we're going to close the donation bit war, yeah?
Yes.
So right now, again, Bow Wow is currently in the lead. So if you want to get your donations before the 4th dungeon to try and change it to either Ghost or Rooster, now is the time.
Oh, you're going to get Bow Wow until Blue Rooster, I assume, then?
I'm gonna get it before Blue Rooster, yeah.
Yeah.
So after Dungeon 6, that's when it's gonna happen.
And for slugs, these are probably, in my opinion, the worst enemies in Link's Awakening. They are horrendous.
Yeah.
You need to wait for them to move 4 squares before you can place a bomb. However, you can sometimes risk it and wait 3, place a bomb in front of it, and he's going to shake his head, and then he's going to eat it. However, you can see right there, a good troll. Yeah, you can see exactly why we really don't like this. So they can decide to turn any direction. And also sometimes they decide to just, you know, turn away from the bomb. So it's a fun time. So right here, for example, and yeah. Yeah.
Just eat that, please. So yeah, that's a nice backflip you can do sometimes.
Yeah, thank you for the demonstration of how bad that they are in the speedrun. Yeah, it's a fun time. We all love them.
I love them actually.
Yeah. Wait, was that sarcasm?
No.
What?
They sound so funny.
Samu is confirmed, like RNG.
So we're picking up almost.
This is actually a precise jump for real, though. I don't know the frame window for it, but it's actually pretty precise.
It's not. I don't know.
I'm trying to save you. Come on, you can't correct that.
Okay. Okay.
It's a precise window. It's easy to fail.
Yeah, it's a frame perfect window. So.
Yeah, it's a frame perfect trick. So if you did that in your casual playthrough where you got it first try, then you're actually a really good speedrunner.
Yep. You can already start the run. You can already start the run the game.
Yep. Beautiful. Oh yeah, also bomb barrows. We should probably mention. So a lot of people don't know that bomb barrows are in the game. It's actually never mentioned in the game itself. However, on the I think it's the box of the game. They do mention that if you have both the arrows and the bombs equipped at the same time and you press both of the buttons, it will shoot an arrow with a bomb on it, which is really, really useful.
I think the game mentions with a shopkeeper, but I'm not quite sure.
It doesn't on the original for sure, maybe on the Switch version.
Maybe in a Switch version, yeah. So right now, we are going to pick up some keys so we can get to the dungeon boss. There's a neat strat over here with a spin slash. So they don't get away.
I haven't seen that move before. That's really cool.
Yeah. Do you have any donations, Archik?
Not at the moment.
Oh.
Oh.
They're too quick between them. However, chat has been going mad with Ayayas now.
Ayaya.
And they'll do it again.
The one reason I was picking up the 300 rupees is for getting a frog song later. There's a song in a game that is required to beat the game.
Nice. Have you kept track of the kills?
No, I don't have to count the kills because I know where the piece of power is gonna drop.
Really?
When I see the piece of power drop in a dungeon 2, I know where the kill is where most likely the piece of power is gonna drop. So basically, the piece of power is an item that boosts your damage and speed for a short period of time, and it's based on the amount of kills, which is 32 kills, and the amount of hearts you have at that moment, which in our case is 4, so we will have to do 36 kills, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it will drop here.
Oh wow, okay. That seems like a actually really good strat to keep track of it.
That's-
Oh, don't. That's. Ooh, okay.
We don't want the Acorn because it's gonna overwrite the damage, which I had. Guardian Acorn drops from, I think it was 14 or 15 kills without taking damage, and then you just don't. Then you just have a double defense on.
Yeah.
Very useful.
For a casual.
So the reason I take this piece of power is to possibly one cycle this boss.
Yeah, if he doesn't have too bad RNG, who could hopefully hit both of these guys. That's unfortunate.
So if it didn't jump to the ceiling, I would have been able to one cycle just with 2 hits.
Yeah.
But it's still a fast fight regardless.
Yeah, it's still definitely fast. Yeah, so if you don't have double defense, you have to hit him 4 times, so there's 0% chance to hit both of them before the second guy jumps. You can only get 4 hits in. If you get really lucky though, since it only has 2 hits now, you can do 2 hits and 2 hits. But yeah, like Samus said, it was still faster then.
With a dashing, you can get a 2 hits down with a piece of power, but with a piece of power, you can't one shot them. It's always 2 at least. So after this dungeon, we're gonna do some things. Pick up the lotion again and get an ocarina, get a song, and then comes the skip again. We did for getting the slime key early, but this time it's gonna be a lot harder. Which is why I have prepared myself a backup save, just in case if I don't get it within 2 tries, because it takes around 2 minutes to set it up, and you only have 1 try for it.
Yeah.
So that's why it was really like scary skip when it was discovered for any Link's Awakening speedrunners, because it was halfway, well, half an hour into a run, 1 try for it, 2 minutes to set it up. Doesn't sound too fun, but eventually we got rather good at it, and we found good setups for it, and we started understanding it more. So it can be still scary, but it's not too bad, let's say. But
it's not too bad for Samu and TJ.
Yeah.
For the rest, it's yeah. You saw the jump Samu did earlier with the rooster. Sorry, with the fox. That one is easier just because of the fact that you're in a corner, so the setup is free. You don't have to set it up, and also the wall is lower, so your frame window is like bigger. What? Oh, okay.
Oh, I was like probably miscounting the kills, but it's fine. We have a backup chest. We can pick it up.
Yeah, in the ocarina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 100 rupees. I was supposed to not kill the enemy, but I guess I miscounted the kills, or like checked the kills wrong, let's say.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be 28 rupee, but it was 42. Just a demonstration why I want to get a certain amount of kills. And just for me, counting kills, it's just the easiest way for me to check when the piece of power drops after dungeon 2 and in the dungeon 3. Then I know which potion price is gonna be for Tracy. However, later on I will start counting, but well, I will mention about that later. But I will still count kills, just in case.
Yeah. Also, these enemies die from the running animation, so you don't have to take that like the really annoying long time to kill them all. Nice acorn.
So this chest has 100 rupees as a good backup. You don't have to go out of the way to try to pick up some random rupees. The general rule for running from certain distances, if the distance you're gonna run to is 4 tiles or more away, it's better to run than walk. So that it's good to keep that in your mind. Because turning to the different direction, slashing is same speed, and that slows down your momentum completely.
Time for another cute scene, Aya.
Yeah, and later on with a date. This song we can get later, but it's better to get it now, because it will be useful actually in a one dungeon.
Cute.
Cute. Archie, what do you think about the game?
I'm enjoying the game. I've actually been watching TGH and yourself going back and forward with the record. It's interesting every week. A new skip is found and the route changes.
Yeah, it was actually a little bit of a fun story while Samus is going to be slashing his fox for 2 minutes. So the newest skip was found literally while we were at Dreamhack. So we were sitting in the Twitch lounge, and I kind of was bringing it to Sam. Hey Sam, did you see we can now skip another dungeon?
I was like,
So-
no.
No. So I showed him the clip, and then he has like panic ran over, get his Switch, and just set it up at the table and started to just like practice it the very first second he could, and he was just grinding it, and then like he came running like a little like like super excited like boy, and was like, oh my god, it's working. It's really fun to follow this game. It's been a really fun.
It's crazy
journey.
though how just in 2 months how much has been found.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to take this fox to the next dungeon where the angler key is used, and we call this as a Farlow skip or angler key skip. I usually like to call it angler key skip. Small time save there by getting the fox on the ledge. Now this is the hard part after I get to the setup, is to time the slash with the box. Because there's no corner, so it doesn't make it any easier, it makes it harder to not have a corner. You'll be seeing it.
Yeah. Also right here, he's actually doing a trick even though it doesn't look special. The fox is not supposed to be able to like go down ledges, but by slashing it and then like taking out the shield at a very specific time, you can actually make it so that the recoil of hitting the shield will push the fox down. I'm gonna be quiet now so he can focus. Good luck.
Thanks. Nice!
Oh, beautiful. Nice.
If I didn't get that, I would have had to do the whole setup again. So I'm very grateful I got that.
I thought you were early. It must have been like really like close to being early.
That was close to be early.
Yeah. You
So-
want to do it around the 3rd to 4th bomb flash, and Sammy did like the first split second of the 3rd, so I was like, oh no.
Oh no, I'm not gonna get it. So yeah, that's the reason I had the backup save prepared.
Yeah.
If I had to do that 2 or 3 times and I wouldn't get it within 3 or 4 tries, that's unlucky.
Yeah, the water mechanics are really funky in Dungeon 4, which you just mentioned, by the way.
Yeah.
Sometimes he likes to drown on the ground if you get close to the edge.
I actually want to use a regular bomb here just in case.
Oh
Because-
yeah, arrows are really strict.
Not super strict, but I just want to make sure I have enough.
Yeah, especially for a marathon like this.
Yeah.
I guess another good thing to mention, in case you were wondering, is when you ended up landing on that keyhole right there, you did see that there was a waterfall there. Basically, that waterfall is actually solid. However, there's only the invisible walls on the sides of the waterfall. So if you get on top of that keyhole, you can just walk through the waterfall. But if you would come from the top, then there would be like huge invisible walls blocking it. That's why we need to do that right there. Are you counting kills for the mini boss here as well, by the way, or
The mini boss
how does that work?
the mini boss does count as a kill, as well as the dungeon boss.
Okay.
But I start counting kills when I see a piece of power drop.
Yeah.
I need to count to 35-ish, just to make sure I'll be able to get it in a specific room in the next dungeon.
Yeah. If you want to, like, you can let me know, and like, if you want to, and I could count as well, try and count as well.
Yeah, I'll try to count them as well.
Because normally, like, we're kind of cheaters, right? Because we stream, so we have a chat that helps out with the counting as well. So like, we can double check.
I actually count all of my kills myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I count loud. Sometimes,
Oh.
sometimes in Finnish too, because it's fun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cheaters like myself, I have in my chat to help me out. So okay. So now we need to start trying to count. Down right. That's a good pattern. That's
you.
34.
No, that's not a 34. I'm going for 24 or 23.
Oh, sorry, 24. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Linkus was mentioning about the different seeds, and the seed is just changed on every second when you start the game for the RNG manipulation. And I think I started the game a second earlier, so I have a different seed, and I have to check the seed what the path is, because I can't memorize. I've only memorized one seed. Okay, the mini boss time.
If you count, I'll look up on my phone what the seed is.
I also have I have this.
Oh.
Yeah. We can check that later. It's at the end of the run.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll look it up then when we get to the next one.
Did
I'll
he?
let you know.
Did he count the kills, by the way?
No. Okay, where are we at right now?
I'll try to think.
Wait, did you kill any of the? Did you
Okay.
kill anyone in the puzzle room?
Okay, I'm trying to think. 1 there, 2, 3. I'm thinking we're in
Wait, let me think. You left that room after you got the power drop. You got 1 spinning, then you got 2, then you got 3 from the red jelly, then 4 from the mini boss, and then how many did you kill in the flippers room?
2.
2, so you should be at 6.
Yes. I was thinking it's a 6 too.
Yeah.
Also some jamming.
Have to jam in the chat, please.
Baby jam. So, about the skip that was found 2 days ago, it is in a next dungeon. I'll be attempting it twice, since we have a high estimate because of the last month putting the estimate so high. So we have time for doing the skip at least. Try to attempt it twice.
Yeah, like the 145 was like a fair estimate like a month ago, but now it's
Well, my personal
high.
my record, my own personal best that was a world record for a day is 114.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
and the record is 113 right now.
I think you had a high 120-ish when the time estimate was set here now. Like, you had like a 10-minute worse PB, I think.
Yeah, about 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a crazy month, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
All
Okay, 6, 7. I usually count loud, by the way.
Okay.
So, but I'll try to count in mind. I hate that mushroom, by the way, because it rolls me sometimes. Should be 8 kills.
Yeah, 8 kills. Yeah, I'm counting it. Like, I'm counting, so like, yeah, you don't have to count out loud. I'll be focusing on it.
Yep. So entering the dungeon 5. You wonder why I left the dungeon 4 undone. It's because of the ghost. The ghost starts following you after you beat the dungeon, and you cannot enter dungeons with a ghost following you. So we have to leave it behind there and do it as a last. It saves time to do it last. So what's the bid for? Who won that?
The winner is Bow Wow.
All right, we're gonna go to date with Bow Wow.
Nice.
Nice. Is that 11?
It's 5 plus 8, so you're 13.
13, okay. I like how this dungeon like has the water like a water and beach or like a cavefish theme. Because the water dungeon is basically the fourth one, and this one is like a cave instead, which is really cool. There's a neat little strat here. If you get a little bit lucky, that was really good luck. Holy damn! I don't usually get that. Usually you want to get somewhat like a good pattern for the yellow skeletons, but sometimes they can get a little bit. They can run away, and then you have to go slash them one by one. You cannot damage Master Salvos with anything else but with a bomb. And if you wonder why I don't use a bomb arrow, because it's just slower, and I will have to use an arrow for that, which is slow then.
Yeah. You should be at 20 right now.
Okay. Every Master Salvos counts as a kill too.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. You were at 19 before.
Yep.
As long as we're at the right kill count when you actually entered, you know?
Yeah.
So we actually only did 6 kills, and Sora, then it should be 20 right now.
So I have to go through the dungeon to kill the Master Salvos to get a hook shot, which is the dungeon item. He stole it, so we have to get it from him.
Yeah.
And speaking of the skip, it is done with the hook shot. So on the fourth one, actually I only have one try for it, but I want to do it, try to attempt at least twice. So I will be making a save just in case.
Yeah.
Because the game auto saves after you kill a Master Salvos. Just in case I have to take that.
Yeah. Alright, 25. This will be 26.
Alright. Also, you cannot damage Master Salvos if he blocks the damage if you don't damage him like that, so he stuns.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
how many hearts do you have right now?
4.
4?
5.
Oh, 5? Okay.
Okay, here's the backup save, just in case if I don't get it, I would like to attempt it twice. It's 37 kills overall, I would have to get by the way. That's why I count to 35.
No kills, okay.
So I have to set up the Master Stalfos in a corner, so I will be able to set up for a glitch that is a rocket link, and it gets me on the wall. Let's see can I get it, then I will explain more.
Yeah, this is the new glitch, by the way, so
Yes.
let's go.
Let's see can I get it, because it's rather new, so I'm not used to it.
Here we go.
Aww.
Almost.
I'll try it one more time, then I will just continue the dungeon normally. Because it was around 2 days ago, so I'm not too used to the timing for the new glitch. But what was gonna happen is a glitch called Rocket Link, and I would land on a wall. Then I can walk to the instrument room, skipping the boss fight.
I have to mention a quick thing. You went for your pre-made file instead of the autosave.
Pre-made file, yes.
So I'm not sure where your kills are now. Because I don't know how many kills you had in your when you made this save file. So you're just gonna have to go for it.
Let's see, can I get it? Oh, unfortunate. Can I get it? No, I can't.
I mean, you might as well attempt it again, I guess.
I don't think it's fair to try it again. Well, I have a high estimate, so... Okay.
Try one last time.
Yeah, one more.
Third try's a charm.
Third try is charm. we have a very high estimate for this kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
Well, mostly because we weren't know for sure. Was this kind of stuff gonna be found in a month or two?
Yeah. And this also, like we said earlier, Sam literally learned this entire glitch and practiced it just like yesterday on his Switch, handheld. So yeah, it's very fresh new. And if he gets it now, it would actually about tie. If he gets it now, it won't save time, but it will tie if he wouldn't have attempted it at all. So it's really not that bad, even though if he gets it now, it's third try. A little bit unfortunate though, obviously, you know.
Yeah, and rather a new glitch, so I'm not used to it yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what happened to the hook shot?
So I pressed right a little bit too soon. The hook shot just disappears. That's what was supposed to happen, but with a link.
Oh, okay.
So that's third time I can't do it. You can't try it anymore if you fail it. That's unfortunate. I'm sad I couldn't show it, but it's very new glitch, so
Yeah.
expected I wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
So the kill count, you're not sure about it. Let me help you. 20 kill at the Master Stalfos. 21.
No, I know it was 27, but you loaded your your second save file that was pre-made beforehand, so like because of that your kills won't be the same.
Yeah.
If it was, then that was kill number 28 right there.
Okay.
But keep in mind you loaded in a different file, so your kills will be different now.
20, 21, 2, 20. Well, I should be able to kill all of these bloopers. The reason I'm counting, I wanted to count all these kills, and Link was helping me with the kill count, is to get the piece of power for a boss fight.
Yeah. That should have been 32 if the kills did not get messed up from the previous made file.
We can reload the file if I don't get the piece of power dropped too early. So I will go for 2 more kills or 3.
Yeah, the boss in this dungeon is really, really slow, so it saves actually a good amount of time to have double damage, because you can one-cycle it, and you don't have to rely as much on RNG.
Yes.
I think one more kill and you should be good, if it doesn't obviously drop it. So maybe one of the jollies here.
Yeah, I should be good.
This should be good now. Oh,
That's a very scary swap. So if the count was correct, the piece of power should drop here.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Didn't mess up the counting.
So we have to do also a skip here, and this is called skew. We can change the angle to slightly mid-air by using a rocks better. So we don't have a exactly top right corner.
Yeah.
We base that. We have a slightly more to the right, so we can skip the small key.
Yeah, it's what comes into earlier Simon answered with 8 directions unless you jump. So if you just have upright or walk, you won't be able to make that extra hook shot. But if you like have an upright, you jump, and then in midair you tap the right analog stick very slightly, you'll be in between an upright and a right angle, which you normally should never have in the game, which will allow you then to get the angle. And hopefully here we can have some good RNG, and this guy, you know, actually goes where he wants this to. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh.
Oh, I think it's a one more, then I can't.
Should be good. Oh.
No,
that's unfortunate.
That's a suicycle, but the reason I wanted the piece of power was to make sure I wouldn't be going to this kind of fight. There's a fake eel that can show up, and it loses a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. This is why piece of power is very useful. If I did count the kills with a piece of power, it's 8 hits to slime eel. Normally it would be 16. You cannot get 16 hits without a piece of power.
Now, even if you stand on the completely opposite sides, you get the most amount of distance.
Yeah.
I would say the most you probably get is like 10, 11. So
About the skip, the instrument room will be towards the right, where you go to get to the hook shot. So you spawn, go to the stairs, then you go to the hook shot. You will screen transition one more time to the right, and you will be in an instrument room. So it's that close with the skip.
yeah, basically he gets on top of the wall, and then he just walks on the wall, and he can just jump down in the instrument room and be good. Coming up now is Bao Bao, I think. Did Nation goal then? Because Bao Bao did win, right? Correct?
Yeah, that's Dungeon 6.
Okay.
After Dungeon 6, it's easier to do it.
Oh, we're gonna wait a bit?
Yeah,
Okay.
After Dungeon 6, I will do it. No hearts, okay. Speaking of the date, we have to go and trigger the Barlus. So we can get Marin date. This is part of the bid for.
Yeah, normally you would not do this in the actual speedrun.
We wouldn't go here anymore. Yeah. This is not part of the run anymore.
Yeah, this is what you're allowed to skip if you actually don't do, like if you do Dungeon 4 early, which is what we did. But yeah, just talking to him once will activate the date sequence.
So now we have to go to Dungeon 6, and we need a base key from this maze before we can enter the dungeon. The reason I'm doing the date after Dungeon 6 is because of the rooster. The NPCs are made in that way that you cannot have 2 of them at the same time when you go through a loading zone. Or like, let's make it this way. You can have 2 of them at the same time, but you cannot keep them at the same time when you go through a loading zone. So after the Marine date, when I go through to the house or the dungeon, just anything that is a loading zone, warp to the next location, then the Bow Wow, which was the first NPC, he will disappear. Which is why I'm gonna do the Marine date before Rooster, because I can't lose a Rooster. Rooster is... he's very useful bird. I can't...
Yeah.
It will be unbeatable game too if I lose a Rooster.
Yeah. Let's just say that they should have done a little bit more testing, QA testing when it came to the Rooster.
That's
okay.
I don't know why I didn't get the fire there.
Yeah, his hitboxes are really strange. Like that double hit Sam always went for. he's a little madman for even going for that. Because it's very common that it chokes the hitbox on the second arrow shot. Time for Dungeon 6. Samu's favorite dungeon for some reason.
And this guy's not favorite dungeon. Sorry, Linkus.
I hate Dungeon 6.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's so slow.
No, it's not slow. It's not the longest dungeon.
And the atmosphere is really bland.
It's good.
Everyone loves the atmosphere and the music, and I'm like the only one that doesn't like it. Everyone always says it's their favorite dungeon, and I was like,
You call that as an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, exactly. It's like saying that Brawl is my favorite Smash game.
Oh, don't start that.
But it is.
Oh, wow. Alright, so Dungeon 6. Very cool dungeon. It has a lot, actually have some, it has a skip there. Rather early in a dungeon too. That has been known by a one person for months, but he didn't tell about it until like a couple weeks ago.
Wait, for what, sorry?
He didn't, we didn't know about the skip because for some reason the person who found it, he thought that it's already known.
Wait, there's a skip for Dungeon 6?
It's not really a skip, it's a small key skip.
Oh, okay.
But it saves a minute. Over a minute, actually.
I don't know if this is a new strat I don't know about, or if it's just something I always do and don't even know that you skip something doing it.
You'll see it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's been like a month, I would say, since I ran this game last, so...
Ooh.
It's been a bit.
It's been a bit.
Yeah. This is good, though. I'm actually picking up so many movement stuff. Like, I didn't know you could run down a ladder, for example, instead of jumping. So, I'm stealing all of his, like, tech right now. So that I can come back and steal the record when I come home. Watch out.
I'm gonna be picking up these arrows, which is why the arrow count is quite important to manage. Okay, so the skip is coming up after I pick the small key. Here. If this anti-berry goes right, it does. Then you can pump arrow it. But if it does go left, you cannot pump arrow and kill the wish ropes at the same time.
Really cool. I didn't know that. Whoa. Yeah, this is new for me. Okay.
So the skip is coming up, and I will be getting on a wall, and I will be like flying on it, and to get on the statue, so I can get to the stairs. Like this, and I can jump to the wall part here.
Whoa. What?
And
What?
okay, I failed that. Let's go back.
What?
So you can slide all the way to the to skip the small key like that.
Okay.
That's really cool. Don't you think?
What the?
So you skip a small key and you can get this nightmare key early. That's a we call it a dungeon skip, but I like to call it a nightmare key early. The reason
Really cool.
that's what for getting a Marine song is good, because these guys are much faster to kill with a Marine song.
So what was that? What
He
was
never
that
calls
strat
them.
on?
Which
The small key skip.
it was known by a one player for months, but we knew about that like a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Because he thought it was already known. So I guess he didn't want to tell us.
All time for a free PB.
Yeah. Oh, he moved.
What?
Oh, it's fine. I thought he was at the third one. Oh well. If this part wouldn't exist, we wouldn't have to need a hookshot for this dungeon.
Yeah.
So because of the late game strats, I have to go pick up a potion that is in this dungeon. So I have to hit the switch just one time, so I can get the potion. If I didn't hit that, I would have to go all my way to get the hit the switch somewhere. There is gonna be a piece of power dropping really soon, and it's gonna be very helpful for a mini boss of this dungeon.
No, don't hurt him.
No, he's fine. It didn't drop yet.
should probably drop here from these 4 enemies.
Yeah, it will drop.
Beautiful double kills. That's a pog.
Yeah, it's very nice. That chest has a potion, and we're gonna go get that quickly.
Yeah, this is a brand new route. I've never seen this before. This is making the dungeon better than, you know, I used to think it was.
This will be useful for something later. It's gonna be a surprise.
Ooh.
So that's all the small keys. We don't need the small key anymore. Okay, so this mini boss, you can get the ball before him with a piece of power really easily, but you can do it without too. But it's kind of precise.
No.
Oh.
Oh. How could you? We need to find a dungeon skip for this.
with the
so we
with the
don't have
ball,
to kill
with the
him.
ball, yeah.
With the ball, exactly.
That would be awesome. You never know though.
Yeah, maybe you can stand like against the wall and like as he picks it up, pick it up in the same frame and you zip through the wall or something.
And you land on a wall with that.
Yeah.
So there's a small key block and we don't have to open it.
Dude, that's so cool. I love this route. Dude, you're making me like this dungeon more. What are you doing?
I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it, chat.
Oh, that's a new strat. I haven't seen you slash him before. I usually pick him up.
I used to do that, but then I was like, yeah, this is probably better the other way. But then I was like, oh, that's so much better what I'm doing.
Also, right here, Samu's a mad lad. So you need to bomb this guy, right? And it's faster if you like time the floor tiles with the bomb arrow. Now, bomb arrows deal a ridiculous amount of damage to yourself. So most runners get all the hearts throughout the run, so they don't have a chance of dying here, because you can easily accidentally bomb yourself.
And there's a really neat strat with the bomb arrows and a regular arrow. Just watch.
Yeah, enjoy the show, unless he dies.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh.
I have to go for a... Let's see.
Nice RNG. Okay.
I have to use a bot now.
Yeah. If you get... Oh, wow. Beautiful. Nice.
Yes.
I haven't seen anyone use a pot like that before, actually. That's really interesting.
I was supposed to use... I was supposed to break that one tile that was down below me when I placed the bomb, but I forgot that, so... The strat didn't work what I was going for. Just a little faster way to beat the fight.
Did they always go the same tile so you can memorize it?
Yes,
Okay.
the tiles are always same. But the spawn for Vasade is random after... Or somewhat random after third hit.
Okay.
So speaking of the bid war, we triggered the Marine. She's in a beach now waiting for us to go for a date. And we're gonna go pick up the Bow Wow with us. Bow Wow's... When skipping the Bow Wow earlier in a run, if you go pick him up now, you can actually soft lock yourself, but there's a way to prevent that by using a Mumbo to warp out of the cave where Bow Wow is. Nice equips. Not used to this at all because of the bid war.
Yeah, we're us speedrunners are not actually good at equipping. We just memorize what to equip, so that's how we get around it.
Yeah.
All right, just make sure not to leave the.
Yeah, don't leave.
Yeah. So when you actually get Bow Wow, if you leave the cave, you have a owl text. But if you do it like out of order, so you do it later in the game, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Then
This is supposed to be done. This is supposed to be done before Dungeon 2.
Yeah. So if he leaves now this late in the game, the owl text won't like exist, and he's gonna soft lock because he's like gonna wait for an owl that doesn't exist. So it's not a good time.
Oh,
almost.
almost got the one cycle, and I haven't done this fight forever.
Yeah.
He was just one hit away.
Yeah, you can like kind of stun lock him, I guess you can say, if you time your slashes perfectly, but it's really, really precise.
Wow. you
Nice.
you can bonk to him. So we have Bow Wow now. Let's go to the date.
Yeah, chat, be ready to like die of like cuteness.
Marine date used to be part of the run, but not anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why there's a bit more for 3 different NPCs you can get before. You can get before Marine date. So Marine is not there anymore. Let's just run all the way to the beach.
Long kiss. I'm tired.
Oh, there's one neat thing you can do with Bow Wow here. Please do it, Bow Wow. Eat him! Yes! So here's a date. She calls us Tiep, by the way, as a thief.
Yeah.
So, this is what for you donated for.
Yeah, normally you're not supposed to have Bow Wow on the date, but he's joining as a third wheel. Or Link is the third wheel, however you want to see it. I would like to say that Link is the third wheel, because
yeah.
Who doesn't want to be with Bow Wow?
Sweet. Sweet.
This is like me on a date. Just sitting quietly.
Me too.
Only thing is missing is coffee.
If I said no, she would be just talking to us again.
Yeah.
So because of this cutscene having 2 NPCs now after, Bow Wow is gonna be gone after I go through the loading zone, and now the date is done, so we just are gonna continue the run normally. So we go get the frog song now. We just leave Bow Wow behind, or he's coming with us.
Or Bow Wow.
Or Bow Wow.
Oh, she's gonna be sprinting quite a lot around here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, she's not sprinting because she doesn't know how to jump over that 5 gap. Oh, she can just
she's
park
gonna
it.
teleport instead.
Yeah.
She knows speed tech, we don't even know yet.
Teleporting, huh?
Yeah. This is actually my favorite part of the run. I've actually lost 2 personal bests to this right here. Trying to go so fast, I accidentally read the wrong sign. And,
I haven't yet.
You haven't yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't worry. It'll come one day.
One day.
One day, yeah. So, yeah, you lose like a minute plus if you fail like the end, which is what I've always done. So,
You have to start over.
yeah, you have to start over right from the start, and this is pretty slow, so... Yeah. This right here is what I failed. Like, I accidentally read that sign right there when I got to the right. And it's one of the last things you can do, so it's really bad.
Not gonna lie, when you mentioned about that, I was about to read that sign.
Sorry, I was jinxing it.
Almost jinxing it.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go. One more jam.
Yeah, this is also why we needed the 300 rupees, by the way.
Yeah.
Alright, Peppa Jam in the chat. Another thing that's good to mention that I don't think we actually mentioned because we were busy like counting is why we do Dungeon 4 in 2 trips.
I actually mentioned that.
Oh, you
that
did? Okay.
You do it later because of the ghost following you after you beat the dungeon.
Okay.
But it's good to mention about it. Why
Yeah.
why it has to be last.
Yeah, sure.
In one of the old routes, it was actually done in one go because we had Bow Wow with us, so he was preventing the ghost appearing.
Yeah. I think technically you could do it now because you have Marin, but
Well,
yeah.
doesn't matter because we will be getting the rooster.
But yeah, if you try and go to like the final egg in the game and the ghost is following you, he's just not gonna let you. So
yeah. Entering dungeons is not a thing at all with a ghost.
Yeah.
And that loses so much time to go take him back to the grave.
Yeah.
So we have Marin, we're gonna get a rooster, but we're gonna lose Marin because the game can't handle 2 NPCs at the same time when you go through a loading zone or a warp.
Yeah.
I call him Henry, by the way. Do you call him anything?
The blue rooster?
Yeah?
No.
Well, he's Henry to me.
Well, let's see what Henry can do for us.
Henry is a very awesome bird.
Yeah.
He's very useful. I'll tell you that, everyone. Because right after we leave this cave, the things are happening.
Aww.
Oh, I didn't mean to. So you wonder why am I going this way? Well, you're gonna see it soon.
Yeah.
We are going to Dungeon 8 early.
Yeah, let's just say that the blue rooster is one of the most broken NPCs in this game. So ladders and like changing floors is a very broken mechanic in Link's Awakening. So what Sam is gonna do is he's gonna go up here, and the blue rooster is gonna get to the I guess that ladder.
Yeah.
He's then going to basically grab the rooster, and then as Link grabs the top of the almost. As Link grabs the top of the ladder while holding the rooster, he starts to hold up. And it's going to allow Link to basically climb the entirety of the ladder into mid-air. That's unfortunate.
I've had a bad timing with that, but I will land on an invisible wall there, and I'm able to land on a ground there. Or I can just slide there like that.
Beautiful. Yeah, so he's able to then climb up in the air, like if the ladder was actually like on the double height. And then when he's at the top, he jumps with the rooster, throws it, lands on the invisible wall, and normally jumps. But in this case, he got really lucky and he could slide forward.
Yeah, I was in a different spot than I'm used to do. Then this fight, you had to do it because the loading zone, I guess it's there, but you can't go through him. Unlike in original. Nice eclipse.
Oh, you can actually go in, like into.
You can because the loading zone is there, but his head doesn't have a hitbox.
Huh. Oh, beautiful hits in midair, by the way. Oh wow. Sam was going all out on this fight.
He had like almost no HP. That's why I was flashing it one time.
Yeah, just pick up the fair. It'll be good for this.
Yes, I'll be fine.
Yeah, coming up here is a really interesting glitch. You want to explain it, or should I?
This dungeon is a very cool speedrun, I would say. We are not going up. We're gonna go right first to meet Hinox. And this Hinox is gonna help us with something. It's, by the way, frame perfect.
Yeah, maybe safety save just in case?
I have auto load.
Oh, okay.
So this Hinox is gonna grab us. At the same time when I take a bomb damage. That didn't happen at there, but it's frame perfect for a reason.
Yeah.
I think. There you go.
Oh.
So he throws us through the whole dungeon. So yeah, that was the dungeon 8. What do you think about it?
Really good dungeon.
So it takes less than a minute to beat dungeon 8.
Yeah. So he does that like setup where he bonks the wall, so he's at a very precise spot so that the Hinox is going to be looking and facing a specific way when he grabs you. And then like Samus said, if you took damage on the same frame, it will build up a bunch of velocity, and because of the angle we got, we will end up in the boss room. And the reason the boss actually doesn't spawn is because we weren't close to the door, which is the boss trigger.
Yes.
So we can just jump up into the instrument room and grab the instrument immediately.
So that was dungeon 8, and we're gonna go to dungeon 7. Well, we cannot get to dungeon 7 normally, so we have to go through out of bounds because the water wall is still solid, so we cannot go through that up on the mountain. So we have to go to the out of bounds. Oh.
Your health is a little bit scaring me now.
Yeah, it's very scary. So Rooster is very useful for many reasons. We can go to the out of bounds with him. We can go around the egg to set up ourselves in a specific spot over here and jump to the invisible wall to skip the water ball. Now we have to get the bird key, and then we go to the dungeon 7.
Yeah. A good thing to mention too is that even the mirror shield is very quick to pick up, and that's not the main reason we want to do dungeon 8 early. The reasoning why is because when you beat dungeon 7, you lose the blue rooster, and
that jump is scary, by the way.
Yeah. I was not expecting you to go for that. Yeah.
If you drop down, you will be in the wrong side of the water wall, and then you have to reload the save.
Yeah. Yeah, he shouldn't actually go for that in a marathon. He just wants to show off at this point.
Yeah. Auto load is faster to go back from the cave. So we're gonna go to dungeon 7, but we're not gonna go through any caves.
Yeah, you remember the air climbing glitch we did earlier with the ladders? Let's just say enjoy Link's Awakening. This is the love of Grezzo, the developers of this game.
Damn, that's unfortunate, but it's fine to reload that way. You have to stand in really far off from the ladder, so you can get the glitch perk with the ladder.
Yeah.
So you land on this invisible wall, and then you just run over here. Then you do it again, one more time. to get on this ledge, and oh, that's not the rock, but so yeah, that's how you get to Dungeon 7.
Yeah.
Very fast. We used to run all the way to the right side to trigger the warp zone that is not in the original, but it's in a remake. And then we will warp back here after we get the mirror shield to go to Dungeon 7, but that's not a part of the route anymore because we have a flame cave skip.
Yeah.
There's so many things that he has been found in just the 2 months. It's crazy.
Yeah. And now you can see like why the blue rooster is so like useful in the speedrun, why we always want to try and do as much as possible with it. Unfortunately, you can't get it earlier though than after Dungeon 6. If you could, then that would be amazing. But I think it's the power upgrade, right? Is the reasoning we can't do it before, I think.
Yeah, you cannot push the rooster block without level 2 power bracelet, which is gotten in a Dungeon 6. That will work, yeah.
Yeah, right here did the same thing he did in like Dungeon 5, where he like angles, or sorry, Dungeon 4, where he angles his arrow. Alright, I'm gonna let him focus right here. There's a new, this is a fairly new glitch coming up again.
I have to kill these guys because they're like,
yeah,
they're like on my way now. So there's a skip found here too. That's not gonna work. So I'm setting up myself very precisely in these locations with the bonks. So this glitch will work. Let's see what is gonna happen. So you die at the same time when Hinox grabs you with a bomb arrow, and he's gonna throw you through the whole dungeon to either 4th floor or to the instrument room. Okay, we are in the 4th floor right now, and we just then beat the boss fight.
Yeah.
So there's 3 different frames that can work for skipping the dungeon. One of them goes to the instrument room, and I wouldn't have to beat this boss fight then. But, well, I don't have any arrows, so it doesn't matter. I have no arrows right now. So one of them goes to the instrument room, and 2 of the other frames that works goes to the 4th floor. So, yeah, that's the Dungeon 7.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Dungeon 8, but done slightly differently because you die.
And fun fact, Dungeon 7 skip was found first before Dungeon 8.
Yeah.
Someone lucky in a Reddit found this by just randomly shooting a boomerang, getting hit by a fireball, and all of a sudden he was in an instrument room. And to make this like how lucky he was like, he should have gone to the casino instead of playing this game. That's how lucky he was. Because it took almost a month for any speedrunner to get to the instrument room. And we didn't even find a setup until a week or 2 ago.
Yeah. And when Samus says like it took a month, we're not talking about a setup. Like we literally just mean to get it once.
Get it to the instrument room once, even.
Yeah. I would say over the community, we probably spent close to 200-300 hours over everyone combined before like it once happened. Also, this is really bad RNG.
Mostly because I don't have arrows right now. And the arrow count is mostly just based on do I get the dungeon skip or not.
Yeah.
In my case, for my runs, I would have to get all the way to the instrument room. So Dungeon 7 skip was found first, but then we found out you can do it in a Dungeon 8. So then we found a setup just like within like an hour we managed to find a setup for Dungeon 8.
Yeah, Dungeon 8 skip was like set up in like I would say like a day.
Yeah.
Dungeon 7 of continuous trying every day, it took about a month or so until we got something working. And at first it was really bad. It was double frame perfect and RNG based, 50% chance of working.
Yeah.
Then it moved into crazy long setup but consistent, and now we have this, which is like 3 frame window, actually pretty good to set up.
Yeah, and only
really nice.
But only one of the frames will work to get to the instrument room.
Yeah.
Other 2 goes to the 4th floor, but you have to beat the boss fight.
Yeah, but it's still way faster though.
Yeah, it's much faster than going through the whole dungeon.
Yeah.
And the setup probably feels like it's consistent, but it's mostly because you take the damage from the bomb arrow, and the 3 different frames will make Hinox still grab you for some reason. Even though in Dungeon 8 it feels like it's frame perfect.
Yeah. Also right here, normally like the waterfall like we said are solid from the top. Oh, you want me to like have it up for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in a different seed that I'm used to have for the speedruns, and I have a picture of the different seeds right now next to me. I'm only 1 second off, so it's either 23 or 25, but I think it's 23.
I would recommend you to do down right, up right, up left. That's the most likely one you will have.
Yeah, so we beat this dungeon now because of the ghost.
Yeah.
Then we have all the instruments and we beat the game.
Yeah.
So which one?
So try down right, then up right, and then up left.
Okay.
Nope. Okay, then you want to try down right and then up left.
So it should be that one.
Yes, exactly. After up left, you want to go down. You want to go down left and then up right and then middle.
So that's which seed?
That seed ends up being. I want to be okay. I have the order for it. That should be 25, so that I can tell you when you get to the egg what to do.
Yeah. So with Linkus, I was talking about which seed it is. It's either 24, 23. It's based on when I start the game.
Yeah.
After I power on the console. That's why we call it seed 23, 24 because we started in a 23rd second or 24th second or so on. And the one reason I want to have 10 arrows for beating the game because we don't have a magic rod, so we only have bow to kill the final boss of the game. And it requires 10 arrows. I have 11 now, so I have 1 arrow more I can spend for the fight. So this is a Piranha Killer. Nice name for German version. You can get a double hit here with a spin slash if you're close enough to him.
Beautiful. Pretty good so far.
That was a perfect fight.
Perfect.
Just for marathon safety, I'm gonna pick up this heart container, even though it spawns really down left or down right, but wanna be safe for the final fight. The ghost will show up in an overworld if you go down from the Dampe's hood. So when you go to the graveyard, for example, that's when the ghost shows up. But we're not gonna go there because there's a Dampe warp we can use.
For the egg, can you just unlock your phone because it's auto-locked?
Yeah, I can do that then.
No, but no, I will do it, but like you need to unlock the phone. Oh, thank you.
Just keep doing like this or something.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep this. Yeah.
So with the egg, there's I can't remember the amount of different bots there are, but there was over hundreds of different bots, and it took a while for us runners to figure out how was the maze generated, and that's why we have a RNG manipulation at the start of the run, and it's really good because otherwise we would have to go get the magnifying lens to check the book to check what is the egg maze spot. And there is a method called super permutation that will skip the book, and you would have to really kind of rely on do you get the super permutation, like do you get it within 100 steps or so. It's like, let's explain it this way, that there's over 100 different bots, and community managed to find a super permutation that covers so many different maze bots within like over 100 steps, and you would go over 100 like different solutions, and if you don't get it within like 100 steps, then you would start losing time instead of getting the lens and checking the book. But with the egg maze RNG manipulation, that's not the case anymore. Super permutation is not the case anymore. The final fight has 5 phases, I think. I forgot the amount. But there's different phases for final fight, and each of them requires different methods to beat them. They're like based on some of the old memories from Link. And after you get to the final phase, then the sad truth actually about this game is already known before Dungeon 6 that Link is actually dreaming. This is not a real island. Link is dreaming because of the crash in a ocean with a ship. And the last games of the bosses tells you about it. Like, do you really want this place to disappear after you get all the instruments and wake up the windfish?
All right, yeah, go left 3 times. First.
Okay. If you had the lens, this wouldn't be that dark right now.
Yeah. After this, you want to go up 1 time. Right now.
Yes.
And then you want to go right twice. Now you want to go up twice.
And if it was correct seed, we should be getting to the final boss.
Yeah. There we go.
And that's the RNG manipulation.
Yeah, that's where we're talking about all those random like seeds and like which order to do the puzzle for.
Yeah.
But yeah, thankfully RNG manipulation went well. Samu started the game just like a split second after he would do it at home.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened.
I usually go for a different seed than that.
Yeah.
So this is the Nightmare, the final boss of the game. Different patterns. The first one, different phases. The first one is only possible to damage with a magic powder 3 times. Then every other phases are done with a sword. But the last phase requires a bow, which is why we need 10 arrows. We cannot damage the final boss without. If we don't have a magic rod, we can't kill the final boss if we don't have enough arrows. So Arcanime, this is an Arcanime. Ooh, I failed that. So Arcanime throws either a blue balls like that or red ball that damages him, and we have to hit him. You have to hit him 4 times. That's really unlucky.
Yeah, I think average luck is like 3 or 4 blue balls. Any more than that, and you get really bad luck.
Yeah.
The most I've seen is like 9. So yeah, we're getting closer to bad luck. It's been 3 so far.
And it was also my mistake to miss one of the shots. Okay, it doesn't matter
Not
much.
bad.
3 blue balls.
Yeah.
So the next phase is a Moldorm. You can just spin slash him 3 times. Then a regular slash at the end. Timed perfectly. Okay, I'm gonna mess it up, so I had to do a small backup there. Next up is a cannon phase, and he needs 5 spin slashes or the dashing damage there like that, and he dies. Then the next one is a Landmola, right before the final boss.
Yeah, the previous phase is probably the hardest one you have to learn in the beginning. Oh.
I miscounted.
Okay. And this is also why Samu had to make sure he had at least 10 arrows right here.
Yeah, this is the final phase of the game.
Yeah. Normally you would have another item to like back it up, but because we skipped that item, you only have the arrows for this. So if you run out of arrows, then like this is a reset like rip. Because you just cannot kill him, you have no other items to damage him with. That was close.
Yeah, I have 2 more arrows. Just shoot. Ooh, that's unfortunate. It's fine. Alright, the time is coming up when I go through a loading zone, when I go upstairs.
Yeah, like 10 seconds.
Yeah. And that's time.
Time. GG. Well played.
Thank
you
you.
beat my PB.
Yeah.
Even with the date.
Yeah, even with the TED and so much trying for Dungeon 5.
This was clearly an amazing run, I have to say.
Yeah. So, Link's Awakening, just within 2 months, this is the speedrun of the game. So many really cool glitches found in an early game, pretty much after Dungeon 1. Mid-game has so cool stuff, kinda hard skip for Angler, key skip, and then late game having so much fun stuff with a rooster. If you are interested of Link's Awakening speedruns, there is a Discord server for both the original and the remake version of the game. And this is my last run of the day. Thank you for ESA having me here, and thank you Dreamhack for giving us this opportunity. If you want to see more Link's Awakening speedruns, I stream this game all the time on my channel, Samura1man. And I'm one of the world record holders of the game. Well, but I will be soon. Thank you, Linkus, for having with a commentary.
No worries, it was fun. Yeah, great run.
Yeah, so I guess it's time for Josimus doing his last part of the San Andreas.
Oh, sorry, wait, I was covering you.